Have you ever wondered what it was like to live in the Old West during the 1800s gold rush? What happened to those towns after the gold dried up? Well, today we're going to explore 7 of Nevada's abandoned ghost towns to find out. First up is Virginia City, which boomed after the discovery of the Comstock lode, the first major silver deposit found in the United States. Virginia City sprang to life practically overnight after the discovery of silver in 1859. Within just a few years, it grew into one of the largest cities in the American West. With a peak population around 25,000 in the 1870s, the rapid growth in wealth was fueled by the massive amounts of silver being extracted from the local mines. The massive mining operations transformed the landscape with extensive excavations and shafts dug into the hills around Virginia City. At one point, the city even had a famous resident. Mark Twain spent time working as a reporter for a local newspaper in the 1860s. At its peak, Virginia City was a bustling, lively metropolis with theaters, schools, churches, and more. But just decades later, the mines began to run dry and the city went into decline. By the early 1900s, Virginia City was largely abandoned as people moved on to other mining hotspots. Today, Virginia City is one of the best-preserved ghost towns in the American West. More than 200 weathered old buildings still stand, giving you a feel for what life was like here over 140 years ago. Walk the creaky wooden sidewalks past old saloons, assay offices, and other buildings from Virginia City's glory days. You can even descend into a real old mine to get a sense for the harsh and dangerous working conditions. Virginia City provides a unique window into Nevada's past and the state's critical role in settling the American West. Next up is Rhyolite, another boom and bust gold mining town in Nevada. It was founded in 1905 and within just a couple years grew to over 4,000 residents. Rhyolite sprang up after gold was discovered in the nearby hills. It became a thriving town with electric lights, water mains, newspapers, and other amenities that were rare in the early 1900s. But by 1910, the gold began running out, and Rhyolite's population dwindled almost as quickly as it had risen. Within a decade, the town was largely abandoned, leaving it frozen in time from the early 1900s. Today, visitors can see the ruins of major buildings like the 3-story bank, the school, and the train depot. The most iconic structure is the Cook Bank building, which still has a large safe on the second floor. Rhyolite gives you a glimpse of a short-lived boom town from Nevada's gold rush days. Though Rhyolite is an authentic ghost town, travelers can find accommodations nearby in Beatty, just a few miles away, making it easy to visit this piece of Nevada's history. Goldfield is another prominent ghost town that briefly boomed during Nevada's early 20th century gold rush. It was founded in 1902 after a major gold discovery in the area. Within just a few years, its population swelled to over 20,000 people as prospectors flooded in trying to strike it rich. Dozens of mines operated around Goldfield, producing over $86 million worth of gold and silver. However, by the 1910s, production at the mines began dropping off dramatically. As the gold started running out, Goldfield's population declined sharply. Today, visitors can walk the streets of this well-preserved relic of Nevada's mining heyday. See the remains of the luxurious Goldfield Hotel, the schoolhouse, sheriff's office, and more. The old mining landscapes and equipment remain as well, harkening back to a time when people flocked here full of hopes of striking it rich. Berlin was founded in 1897 after the discovery of gold and silver deposits nearby. At its peak around 1907, it had a population of 300 people and had electricity even before Reno. However, by 1909, the mines were nearly depleted and the town went into rapid decline. Today, Berlin is an authentic ghost town frozen in time from its heyday. The well-preserved remnants include the skeletons of houses and commercial buildings, the mine head frames, and the 22-foot stone shell of the Berlin Mill. Berlin provides a glimpse into the short-lived frenzy and rapid bust of so many mining towns across Nevada. Walking through the deserted streets really brings home the ephemeral boom and bust life cycle during the gold and silver rushes. Belmont is a ghost town in Nye County that flourished briefly in the late 1860s. It was founded after the discovery of the Belmont lode, a rich silver ore deposit. Within a couple years, Belmont grew to over 2,000 residents and became the county seat of Nye County with a courthouse, newspaper, and more. However, by the mid-1870s, the most accessible ore had been mined and the town went into decline. Over the following decades, activity continued around Belmont off and on, but it never regained its former prominence. Today, the well-preserved ghost town allows you to stroll past the ruins of old mills, mines, and stone buildings from the 1860s. Belmont offers a glimpse into the early silver mining boom days in Nevada before the later gold rushes. St. Thomas is a ghost town in Clark County that was submerged underwater for over 60 years. It was founded in 1865 by Mormon pioneers at the confluence of the Muddy and Virgin Rivers. St. Thomas grew into a prosperous agricultural town known for its fruit orchards, vineyards, and productive farms. But in the early 20th century, the construction of the Hoover Dam flooded the region and forced the evacuation of St. Thomas. The town remained underwater from 1938 until 2002, when a drought lowered the reservoir's water level sufficiently to expose the old town site. Today, remnants of St. Thomas emerge during times of drought, allowing visitors to walk among the ruins of this fascinating ghost town. You can see the shells of old adobe homes, foundations of the ice house and bottling works, and even a couple pioneer-era cemeteries. St. Thomas provides a unique glimpse into early Nevada settlements before the rise of modern developments. Our final ghost town is Bonnie Claire in Nye County. It was founded in 1907 during a mining boom in the region. Bonnie Claire quickly grew in residents and had a post office, general store, saloon, restaurant, school, and more. However, when the mines began running dry in the 1910s, the town's population dwindled rapidly. Not much remains today besides some crumbling structures, abandoned mine shafts, and weathered vehicles from the mid-1900s. Bonnie Claire serves as yet another example of a short-lived mining boom town that went bust. Walking amongst the ruins, you can vividly imagine how lively this place once was at its peak just over a century ago. Nevada's ghost towns tell a fascinating story of dreams, grit, transience, and the enduring spirit of the American West. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the state's unique history. I hope this video provided some inspiration to explore these remnants of the past. Nevada's abandoned towns truly give you a one-of-a-kind glimpse into the American West during the pioneering days and tumultuous mining booms. Be sure to experience some of this rich history yourself next time you're traveling through Nevada. If you enjoyed watching this video, please show this channel some love by liking or subscribing, and stay tuned for more videos like this one.